Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving headfirst into the spooky, the strange, and the downright unsettling. Kansas City. Barbecue, jazz fountains, ghosts? Yeah, you heard me. Beneath that friendly Midwestern charm, KC is simmering with stories whispered from one generation to the next. Tales that cling to our oldest buildings and darkest corners like ivy. So buckle up. It's about to get weird. First stop on our tour of terror, Union Station. Grand architecture, countless hellos and goodbyes, and a few lingering passengers. People report disembodied voices, shadowy figures on the upper levels. A woman in a black dress wandering, appearing to wait for a train that will never arrive. Employees hear their names called, tools go missing, and lights flicker. Next stop, somewhere a little more final. Next up, Elmwood Cemetery and a piece of furniture you won't find in any IKEA catalog. The Devil's Chair, carved from a single block of limestone, isolated in a corner of the graveyard. Locals whisper, sit in the chair and terrible misfortune will follow. Bad luck, unexplained illness. Some say you'll be dead within a year. Visitors report sudden drops in temperature and whispers on the wind. The Devil's Handshake, if you accept a midnight wish, comes at a terrible price. From a cursed bench to a mansion that looks like it was ripped from a Gothic novel. Sauer Castle, built by Anton Sauer. Tragedies, drowning, suicide. The house has a history that invites hauntings. Neighbors report lights flickering in empty windows, weeping sounds, the face of a woman in the tower. The sorrow of the Sauer family seems to have stained the property, a lingering heavy presence. Okay, not technically in KC, but close enough. Stull Cemetery, rumored to be one of the 7 gateways to hell. Legend says the devil appears twice a year, Halloween and the spring equinox. Thrill seekers flock. Police have to patrol at Halloween to keep people out. Stories of time warping, people held down by unseen forces, and rain that won't fall inside the old church walls. Back in the city, UMKC's Epperson House, where a music student never quite left. Harriet Barce reportedly died there. Students hear phantom organ music from an organ that was removed decades ago. Footsteps above, doors opening and closing, reflections showing a woman in period dress. A guard saw a reflection, turned and found no one. He quit that night. Harriet's eternal practice session keeps the house and students company. Next, a headless horror downstairs in a hotel with a tragic past. The Coates House Hotel, high society turned tragedy. A deadly fire in 1978 left deep scars. An arson fire claimed 20 lives. From the aftermath came a grisly ghost story. A headless spirit is said to wander the upstairs halls. Residents and investigators report sightings, cold spots, phantom smoke smells, and distant cries are common. The haunting is tied to a real, painful event. The spirits reflect that weight. We return to Union Station for another darker echo from KC history. June 17, 1933. The Kansas City Massacre, a botched ambush that left officers and Frank Nash dead. Locals claim to still hear machine gun fire and screams echoing in the parking lot, and see figures in 1930s attire. Some say bullet pockmarks on the station facade are physical scars, a residual energy tied to the dead. A grim replaying scene. The station seems to remember in more ways than one. Every region has a phantom hitchhiker. Ours haunts Blue River Road near Swope Park. A woman in a light dress asks for a ride, and later vanishes from a locked back seat. Drivers turn around. The seat is empty, doors still locked. Sometimes a jacket is later found on a grave. It's a classic, chilling hitchhiker story that keeps people from driving alone at night. Back into history. The John Warnall House saw the Battle of Westport and served as a field hospital. Unimaginable suffering, wounded men, surgeons, and the smell of antiseptic, echoes that remain. Visitors report a Confederate-suited soldier pacing on the second floor and the sound of a baby crying from an empty room. Baby crying sound. Paranormal teams capture EVPs and blurry photographs of shadowy figures. The Warnall House is a living memory of war. Sometimes history isn't in a book, it's in the walls. Finally, a bridge where the past screams back. Screaming Bridge, a name that speaks for itself. Stories vary. A mother who threw her child into the river, a car plummeting off the bridge. All versions produce the same terror. Park your car, turn off the engine and lights. Locals say a blood-curdling scream will come from below. People report stalling, handprints on windows, and ghostly figures along the bank. A simple bridge turned stage for an endless replay of grief. Distant scream audio. And there you have it, 10 of Kansas City's creepiest urban legends.
Drop a comment below with your KC ghost encounters. Let's turn the comments into a spooky campfire.
If you enjoyed getting spooked, hit that like button and subscribe. Stay safe, stay spooky. Maybe sleep with a nightlight on tonight. I know I will.